Greetings, YouTube, and welcome back to Foundations. Getting started, episode 2. So, let's pick up where we left off last time. Let's get this rolling. And here we go. Okay. So, when we left off last time, we had everybody kind of walking through the early building development, and we are looking for, let's see what our village information says. We got 2 days till the next group of folks come in. Our quests are to get our villager, raise their status to commoner, unlock 2 trade routes. We get 2 free territories for the commoner, which again, what we're going to need from there is this monument building, the rustic church. You can see when I hover over the rustic church here that this will give me splendor for in the clergy section. That's right up here, so it'll give me 1 splendor here to build the church, the rustic church, and I think it's even a little bit more than that when I add components to it. But anyways, you can see that I need stone, planks, and tools for that, and we are just now, in fact, let's see if we've got any planks yet. Yes, well, we don't have any planks yet, but we do have a carpenter who's making our planks, and this is our warehouse, which requires some planks. So you can see that I've already got 6. The builder's got 6 in there, so we just got to get another 9, and then we'll have our warehouse up, and we can start warehousing stuff, which we're going to need that for the once we set up our trade routes anyway. So we'll get that warehouse set up here shortly. And in the meantime, we've got 2 more villagers who are joining us. Again, we go out here, we'll see them coming into town. Out here, they're walking so closely that they look like one. Oh, it's a bald woman. Nice. Ah, boy. Anyways, what do we just have? Oh, we need some more housing. Yep. I'm not shocked by that, but we will get some more housing here in the relatively near future. In the meantime, that will affect our happiness. Let's see, who's sad? The carpenter is sad because, well, let's see what Lucy has to say. She's got housing, which she doesn't, oh, she doesn't have. Look at that, see that? I need to get me a church built. What do I need to do for rustic? I need 10 planks, 20 stone, and 5 tools. We have the tools. We have the stone. We have not got the planks because the planks, again, are going in here. So that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and let's just check and see what we've got for residential. I guess I can... I hate to take out these pine trees because they actually have value for me. But, well, just going to have to do it anyways because I need some more. By the way, you can erase some of these zones by right-clicking with this, and I'm going to just scrab around the well there. So yeah, right-clicking and dragging will erase some of that zone. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all this. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and erase all of this out here. Make it part of the extraction zone. Not that it matters. My forester, my lumber camp is busy taking this group of trees out, which is fine. That's what we wanted to do anyways. So, let us, what do we want to do? 1 new building unlocked. What was the new building that was, oh, there you go, forester camp, because we just had 2 people join us. Let's go ahead and we're going to stick, I need 3 carpenters. I'm going to stick another person here, and I am going to stick another person on the lumber camp because so now I've got those. Produce some wood a little bit quicker. So let's. Where do I want to put the rustic church? That's what we're going to do next. We're gonna put a rustic church in here so we can get commoner. And so this is how we do a rustic church. Let's go ahead and turn this around this way. And we are going to build the church right over here on this edge. So first you're going to put a core up. Again, you rotate this by just holding down your control and rotating. So let's go this. Yeah, we're going to put it right there. You can make this actually taller if you want, or shorter. For a small little church, we're just going to keep it right there. We're going to do a door. I think I like door C, yeah. So we're going to put the door right on the front there. And then I am going to do a small tower. I think I like, no, A. Because it's also stone, like the rest of the churches. So, do I want it on the back or the front? Let's put it on the back of the church. And we are going to raise this one up just a little bit. And I think that looks good. You can see, so that will give us 4.5 splendor. For this small little rustic church, it'll have 20 capacity in here. Wow, look at what it's going to cost in terms of materials. Woo! So we'll just kind of, heck, we're going to go ahead and start construction of that. It's going to take them a while to get there, though, so we got to know that. Okay, let's see. It looks like our warehouse is up. So we want to, what do we've got so far? So in the warehouse, you got 4 slots to store stuff. You can put 50 of each in there, maximum capacity of 200. So let's see, we got 9 planks, we've got 12 wood, we've got 0 stone. You can see we're using all our stuff up right now. What do we, let's, well, we're just going to put some wood. We'll do some planks, and I'll explain why we're doing planks in a minute. And I'm going to keep these 2 slots available for later. Stones are really slow right now, so I'm not going to worry about storing them yet. We can just store them right in the stonecutter camp here. For the time being. Like I said in the last episode, up to about 100 that we'll store right in there. So we will go ahead and do that. I did get a 5th house, you saw, get dropped in right here. So, and a 6th house. So we got 2 new houses that came in. So that's good. These guys are, in fact, building my church. You can see that they've brought 28. That's where all my stone went. Whew. Okay. I probably ought to take one of my builders off and make him a stone cutter. Let's get him over in the stone cutting. Because I think I can have up to 5. Wow. And I just took Reinhardt, who will show up here shortly. So we can get some more. So we'll just have one guy working on building the church, but it's going to take a while to get that anyways. So, okay, all that said, once we get this built, and I think once I get to commoner, which I have to have, I forget how many serfs have to become commoners. Let's see if I can find that information anywhere. I know it's somewhere, but again, one of the things I don't remember about this. So we can put this aside. They'll just continue to work on the church. See what I want to build next. I do want to build a forester's camp. And I'll tell you why. I want to reforest this area back here. Because I'm going to continue to use this as a forested area. So I'm going to take my forester camp. I'm going to put it around the the main kind of circle here around Village Center. In fact, let's put it right in here. I'm going to plop that down right there. And then I am going to go into my painting development zones. You'll see now I have this reforestation zone. So I'm going to click that. And I am going to say I want you to reforest this area right here. Okay? So now we'll have a reforester. Ooh, 2 new villagers coming. Excellent. So now we'll have the once this is done and we assign a couple of foresters to this, they will continually plant new trees here, and then my woodcutters, my logging camp here, lumber camp yard, will continue to cut those down. So we'll constantly have a wood source. So that's nice. Not going to repaint or replace trees back here because I'm going to use this for development. My plan is as soon as I get the commoners or the trade route up, I am going to get a new territory. In fact, I might be able to get a trade up now. I can. So let's go ahead and open this trade route. And woo, look at I completed a quest. Well, how about that? I just set up your first trade route, build a warehouse, assign, okay. Wow. So I'm not sure. Did I just get 2 new free territories? Well, that's sweet if I did. I don't think I did because I only set up 1 trade route. But hey, maybe that's a bug. It is early access, so you know, what the heck. We'll talk about trade routes in a minute. I'm not going to worry about that right now. But what I can do at this point is go into my territories tab here, click on that, and I can buy 2 new territories. And what I want to do is I want to buy this one first, okay, and just expand straight back this way. So I'm going to buy that one for sure. Oh, I do get 2. Holy crapola. That's fantastic. And I want to buy this one next. And I'll tell you why. Because the next one I get free, I'm going to go over here so I can grab onto this this territory with the iron. So sometime in the semi-near future, I can start mining iron and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and grab this. So I now have these 3 plots, territories that are mine, and I can expand into them. So that's absolutely fantastic. So that's what I want to do. I want to continue to expand my housing. I got another house going in right here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to continue to expand my housing back into these oaks here. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that. I'm going to make this residential. Let's see, I think it's right in here, and just kind of keep it right along there. So just paint that residential. Okay, you can see, by the way, where it's red, that means that it's not a great residential area. But what you'll find, if I turn on this, the desirability level, you see as I build stuff up, then it gets green. Okay, so as I build more homes and stuff in here, it will get green, and then the homes will be better. You can see desirability is just average. Personally, I think these are awesome places for a house. Look at this load. This is where I want to live, in the woods right here. But at any rate, so we've got our first expansion back into this area. I am going to, again, these guys are cutting some wood. What do we, yeah, we're doing okay. We still need a bunch of wood and stone. So let's see if, for the time being, I am going to assign a fourth stone cutter. So let's go ahead and, because I got 2 unemployed guys right now. So let's go ahead and add 1 more stone cutter. Let's go ahead and add 1 more carpenter. So now everybody's got a job. Um, and we can pick up our production some here. So another tab I haven't talked about yet. There's a budget tab here. I think there's a little bit of bugs in this at this point. You can see that one of these is for a week and one is a day, maybe, I want to say. Not sure, but you can see that right now I lost, if this is a week, the income and expenses down here, then I've lost 19 gold this week. That's not abnormal early game, so I don't really worry too much about it. I got plenty of gold as I'm sitting up here, so my upkeep isn't so bad at this point. So what else do we have to build here? Foresters to store it. I could build a stonemason's hut. Let's go into the trade tab for a minute. So we've got a trade alliance with Davenport. They are selling, so we can buy from them via this trade route, tools, we can buy bread, and we can buy fish. This has got to be a bug right here, because you only sell fish for 10 gold, and they want me to buy it for 100. So no, thank you. Ain't happening. The only thing I really want here is I want to buy bread from them. And I'll show you why. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go into the trading resources. And I'm going to go to bread. And I want to, this is going to say buy until inventory reaches this value. So I'm going to put buy, and let's put 40. Okay. Now this costs 10, so it's going to cost me 400 to. Let's knock that down a little bit while our population's only this size. So we'll knock it down to 25 for the time being, and so that's going to cost me 250 gold to buy bread. However, the next thing I'm going to do because of that, oh, and by the way, I'm going to knock this and I'm going to say I want bread in here. So bread's going to come into, I had to have a place for it to come to. So we're going to put bread in my warehouse. I'm going to go into my market, and I'm going to make another food stall. Okay, so I'm going to take another food stall, and I am going to put this food stall, actually, let's put it over on this side since it's right next to the market, and my bread's going to be in the market. So we're going to put it right here. Okay, and we're going to start construction on that. And how's the church coming along? Church is looking good so far. Building the doorway right now. Doorway's built, so now we're just waiting on the tower over here, and then our church will be done. We are, hey, we're doing okay. I gotta see if, I don't know if this is true on this map, but it's possible that the trader can't get to me because he has to cross the river, because I've been reading some things on the discussion guides in Steam, and the immigrants come from one side of the map typically, and the trader usually comes from the other side. Well, there's a river. There's a body of water that's blocking the entire other side, unless you come way over here. But even that, see, yeah, the river goes all the way over. That's kind of a rough edge of the map, right? So let's just wait a bit and see if we have any traders show up. If not, then I think what's going on is I will have to build a bridge. Ugh, groan. I don't want to do that, but I might end up having to build a bridge. But, so right now I've got all serfs. As soon as this church is built, I'm going to have the ability to become, to have some of my villagers, my serfs, grow up to be commoners, which will, I believe, if I look at my quests, which I believe, yes, will give me 2 more territories. Holy smokes. That will be fantastic. Okay, now I am going to, let's see what this stuff is. Yeah, this is fish. I don't have fish. I don't have access to fish for a while. So I'm going to just, this is where you can earn, you can see on here that you can earn some influence with either the kingdom, with the clergy, or with my people, okay? And in order to do it, you just have to deliver goods to one of those 3, and you can choose. But since I don't have access to fish and I'm not paying 100 gold for a fish in order to accomplish this through the trade route, I'm just going to, in this instance, say, nope, thank you. I'm going to keep it all. There's no penalty for it. But until you have access to be able to do that, I don't recommend that you accept those. Before I go, I am going to add John and Sigismund as builders so that we can get both the market done and this forester here, and we can get rolling. Oh, look, my bread came in. That's good. So 25 bread came in. You can see it cost me my cash right here. But now, also the trader did come in. That's good news. That's fantastic news, in fact. That's very exciting news, in fact. Okay, good. At any rate, now what will happen as soon as we have this market, we'll start selling that bread for 12 gold. So for every shipment of 25, I'm going to earn 50 gold profit, which is going to be the money that you need in the early game. This is something I learned my first time playing, that it took me a minute to remember that in real life, as in this game, it takes money. You have to spend money to make money. So that's what we're going to do. Now, something weird is going on here. I just lost a couple of houses. What the heck happened to these houses? Huh. I lost 2, 3 houses in here? Interesting. Okay. Well, okay, we're going to wrap this episode up in just a second. Let's take one of my builders. We'll take Sigismund. We're gonna make you a forester. So you're gonna go over to the forester and you're gonna start replanting these trees as they've come down. So, folks, that's gonna be all for this episode. We're already up almost 24 minutes, so we're gonna call that one a day, and we will come back again here soon and check back in with West Yinzer, see what is happening. It's good to see you working so hard. So, until next time, I will catch you in the meadows. This is Crosstrain from Foundation. Peace.